Police have had some problems with cruisers causing chaos in the streets this afternoon. Our Jeremy Ross live at Lincoln Park with a story on this. Jeremy, what's happening out there?
And we can tell you that some of that cruising is still going on behind us, people hanging out the windows, and some of those public safety issues what police are asking drivers to avoid entirely. What some of the drivers are telling us, this is all part of senior skip day activities. However, police tell us could very well be costing neighbors some of, well, your public safety. Reason being, they tell us officers are being pulled from neighborhoods in this area, officers investigating violent crimes and burglaries. As a result, they're chasing after some drivers, playing a kind of game of cat and mouse.
We had young men and women in the top of the cars hanging out. I would say hundreds of them. It's called cruising. That's what they were doing. We had screaming and yelling, profanity, all that kind of thing.
It's senior skip day, so we're just having fun. We're just cruising. We ain't doing nothing.
It was frightening. It was very frightening. And I live in a retirement community here, and I called the police immediately. The emergency vehicles couldn't get through, the school buses couldn't get through, and the transit buses couldn't get through. And I ride on transit, which is for the elderly, and we couldn't even get through. And we don't want to live in this. We don't live in that kind of community. We're a quiet community over here.
So we're not aware of any arrests at this point. However, we're also not aware of any injuries as well. Reporting live on Milwaukee's north side, an ongoing situation that police say they'll be taking a look at this evening as well. Jeremy Ross, Fox 6 News.
Jeremy, are there any police there right now, or have they left this place?
It looks like there are no officers here at this point in time, no sheriff's deputies at this point in time, but I can tell you that's probably going to change shortly.
Go get it.
9-year-old Bo is a Springer Spaniel that loves to play catch. And thanks in part to him,
Good boy.
a New Berlin girl caught a break Wednesday.
I was screaming and my dad heard me because I was in trouble.
They just came running out of their yard.
I was running really fast.
Chased her.
It's on. Woof, woof.
5-year-old Rihanna Pausha was attacked by a dog.
He just put his teeth like this.
I was very traumatized.
Her side is sore and punctured.
It was really yucky.
It's a little nasty. There's no stitches or none.
Her father, Ray, says doctors considered surgery to prevent infection. Daughter and dad were relaxing in this friend's backyard when police say this pit bull wandered in. He's a 2-year-old male Staffordshire Bull Terrier named Armani.
That's a mean, vicious dog.
Sized her up and came running after her.
Until Bo shot to her defense like an arrow.
Yeah, Bobo's a nice dog.
Bo went after the pit bull and kind of saved her.
The pit bull just run away because he didn't want to get hurt again.
The spaniel spared her further harm, breaking up the attack.
Go get it.
Now a canine can go back to playing fetch, and a 5-year-old can go back to playing with her friends.
So she's a pretty strong gal.
That pit bull is housed inside the building right behind me. It is in quarantine. It'll be under supervision for a 10-day time frame. Its owner was cited in connection with the incident. An inconvenience for some, a pain in the back for others.
All right, good girl.
But for Aries, a Labrador Retriever, and Patrick Schmidt, a clear path is a clear necessity.
It's hard to drive in it.
On 6 wheels or 4 paws, both need to use the street at times to get around because some of the sidewalks,
They're just covered.
and that's just in his neighborhood.
It's easier here because I live out in the country.
Now take a trip downtown. The snow near the sidewalks dictates where he can be dropped off.
It's right next to the road where we park. But I can't get my ramp down to get out.
Some of the cleared areas aren't wide enough for 2.
Follow. The dog gets squeezed off and she has to just follow me.
All things Schmidt has considered since a motorcycle accident in 2006.
Lost control of my bike and broke my neck. Came home 75 days later and I was in a wheelchair.
His life detour means at times taking alternate routes.
It's all slush and I'm not driving through that.
To avoid shorting out his electric wheelchair, he'll have to travel 2 blocks because of uncleared snow.
This area, it's not bad.
But other places may not be fit for this man and man's best friend.
I don't think they understand how it is.
In Port Washington, if businesses and neighbors do not take care of the walks, the city can eventually take care of it for them and send those property owners the bill in the mail.